Howdy doody, everyone. Morning, evening, afternoon, yada yada. Let me get out the sun. Lieutenant Asagbro here, back at you again from Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. It's currently about 11:30 on Friday. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Um, Pardon the shaky cam a little bit and the audio. I'm in a car again, driving back from the hospital. Uh, Gave me a little idea for a video. First things first, if anybody did peep that out, that is the Edwards AFB shirt that I got from the BX back on base. They're pretty comfy, pretty stretchy. And yeah, before everybody does say it, I have this thing. I'm not sure if you could see it, but I tend to button all the buttons on my polos. I like to keep them all buttoned to the top, even though, everybody typically you unbutton this one. It's kind of a stupid story, I don't even know why I'm telling it, but I get ragged on it all the time for always buttoning it up and looking like I'm choking myself. And the reason why I always button it, funny enough, is that I feel like everything that you buy, everything that you own, you buy, right? Within reason. Everything that you wear are clothes that you buy or things that you've gotten. And I figure if I bought something, I want to get the most value out of it. So if I have a button, I'm going to button all the buttons because otherwise, why would I pay for it? Stupid as that sounds, it always stuck with me. So now I always button all my buttons or my polos to the top. But yeah, hopefully you didn't click off the video and go away. Anyway, yeah, the reason why I'm making this video now is that I just came back from the hospital visiting a friend of mine. He was actually it ties into why I'm actually here. So the reason why I haven't uploaded a video in a while is because I'm at Wright Pat now for my training, my acquisitions management training for my AFMC, Air Force Materials Command badge, more or less. And it's something, but more on that later. Anyway, I had met, basically, I am again in the AFMC, and in order to get your acquisitions badge, you have to complete this course, and they select you at some random time, and then you go in with a couple of other people in your career, or not career field, but in your in AFMC, from all around any base really, and they have you do the class. And the class that I'm in, I know roughly a vast majority of them through OTS, where I commissioned from, and one of them, for unknown reasons, got a complication, let's say, and had to go to the hospital. I don't want to put his info out too much, but yeah, you'll know this when you see it, guy. And yeah, I was just driving back, and it hit me. We were talking about a lot of things. I got him some Chick-fil-A, which, by the way, I used to be Wendy's #1 fry. I can see why people say Chick-fil-A fry. I'm just saying now. But yeah, I brought him some food. We talked a little bit. And one of the things that he mentioned was that, I'm a good friend, paraphrasing, and that he wanted to pay it forward when we were done to get a dinner together or something on him. And then he was like, why are you the way that you are and all of this? And, I was thinking, in my world, I'm not like Gandhi, I'm not Jesus, I'm far from it, but I like to do as much good as I can wherever I am, just because that's me. I like to make people happy. It's kind of what makes me tick. I kind of have I grew up with this problem where I like to make as many friends as possible. I don't want anyone to not be my friend, so I work overzealously to make sure that everybody's on equal footing with me, or at least I try to. And I like where that got me so far. There's nothing really bad with that. And living your life the way Bob Ross would apply is not that bad a thing either. But so to him, I just said, like, I'm only doing what anyone else would have done. I was the first person to do it. And we moved on. And I drove in the car. And then it brought me a good point to the title of this video. It only took me 4 minutes to get in. What makes a good wingman? So when you join, specifically the Air Force, though I'm sure the other branches have their own catchphrase terminology, if not the same, for what I'm about to touch on. But to me, being a wingman is being there for your brother or sister in arms, um, as best as, sorry, I was going to say as best as they need it for the situation that they're in, but that gets kind of soupy. And I don't know if that's what I'm trying to convey. Basically, it's more than a best friend for somebody. It's being there for them, like, when you're having a fight, or not a fight, when you're having a problem and you go to your significant other and you want to talk to them, and they're just not hearing it because they're too busy trying to solve the problem instead of listening to you. You want to be the person that listens to them, then solves the problem, or at least attempts to. But being there for somebody, consoling them, having them being able to confide in you, that to me is what a wingman is. Yeah, so it's not like, you're trying to go out and out friend all. I wasn't that me personally. Let me use the my situation. It's not like I was going there to go and be the best friend to him, or try to make myself look better than anyone else to him. It was that I saw that he needed help. I asked him if he needed anything. He said he was hungry. I got him some food. I stayed and talked with him a little bit, up until my phone was about to die and he was looking tired. And I left. And I said that if you need me, I'll be here tomorrow again. So I gave him comfort, solace. I let him tell me about the problem. I joked around with him a little bit, said that he looked like poop. But, I was there for him. And I think that's something that you should, if those of you watching or listening, if you had any interest again in joining the armed services, whatever branch, is something that you want to ingrain into you now, and I probably should have opened up with this a little bit earlier, that you're going to have to, you will want to be there for your brothers and sisters. You went through the training with them, and for me, I legitimately did go through the training with this guy. And there's a saying in the Air Force, it's a small Air Force, you'll always see somebody again another time, another place. And I saw him. Funny enough, we work at the same base, just he works on main base and I work at the research lab. But you'll always see them again. And God, I forgot my point. But basically, you're going to want to be this type of strong person for somebody, regardless of if you know them or not. Because when, God forbid, you need help, you want to know that what you're doing for someone else is what everybody will do to you. You want to know that you have that security, that comfort. If I'm stuck in the middle of Ohio, I want to know that if I go and yell, the million people will come and help me the same way that I just helped the one guy in the hospital. That's pretty much it. Basically, pay it forward. Don't stop. Doesn't stop in the military just because you get a little bit more stringent and tough. Doesn't stop. It's even more important now than ever, to pay it forward. As I like to say, it's good to do good. Don't stop. With that cheesy line, thanks for watching. Please like, favorite, subscribe, all of that, yada yada. Again, I'm sorry for the delays. I'm sorry that I keep saying I'm sorry for the delays. Hopefully training will be over soon. It's about a week remaining, and then I'll be back in California, back to the good old desert, and be coming up with some more frequent ones and some funny ideas or some fun ideas for some other videos that I have. So anyway, take care. Hope to see you again. Thanks, and